Greetings and salutations. This is the voice of Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his afterthoughts on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 7, Episode 12, titled Discordant Harmony. I heartily suggest that you find and watch the episode itself, sans commentary, before proceeding with either this Afterthoughts review or viewing my full reaction, which is hosted at the link in the description. Please support the official release. Be warned, this Afterthoughts review will contain spoilers for the episode itself. And now with that out of the way, on to the review. This was a particularly fun Discord and Fluttershy episode, one which provided a great deal of fuel to the good ship Fluttercord. Or would that be Disco Shy? Either way, shippers rejoice. Me, while I support, as they say, the shipping industry, why I've even purchased a copy of Twilight Sparkle's secret shipfic card game, I tend to view Discord and Fluttershy as sharing a close friendship. But friendship is still a ship. So all aboard for this latest naval excursion. I'm glad to see that Tuesday teas are still a thing with Discord and Fluttershy. And, of course, there are various magical shenanigans. Finger sandwiches, and Discord's idea of cleaning up, such as conjuring running water, dry sheep, and trees from which toothpick twigs can be plucked, which in turn requires much cleanup of its own. But the important thing, amidst all the delightful details, is that it occurs to Discord that, not being able to just will reality to bend to her whims, Fluttershy has to actually work to put on a tea party. And that she's been doing this every week for him. Oh, she clearly enjoys it, but Discord realizes that by enjoying her efforts on his behalf while not reciprocating, he's been taking advantage in a small way of their friendship. And he doesn't want to take advantage of her.
No. I've been taking advantage of your hospitality for far too long. It's high time I do something about it. What to do? What to do?
Quite right, Discord. So, what to do?
Why don't you host the next tea party? I've got it. Why don't I host the next tea party at my place?
This will turn out to be an excellent suggestion, Discord's bespectacled inner voice. Although the knee-jerk reaction to Discord hosting anything can be summed up as, there will be tears. Few ponies deal well with overwhelming amounts of chaos, after all. Still, this is some major character development for Discord. Sure, he's looked out for the interest of his friends before, but rarely on his own initiative. In the face of a crisis, or external prompting, or just to be mischievous, to help rather than to help, Discord has done things for his friends among pony kind. However, what we see here is Discord being self-motivated to do something nice for a friend. This is new. This is welcome. I'm glad to see this. Of course, Discord is also not the sort of creature to enjoy waiting, so...
I'm so excited. I can't wait. No, really, I can't. How about we have the tea party tomorrow afternoon?
Sounds good to me. You know, Discord, I've never been to your house before.
Okay, points. Fluttershy is extra adorable with her pleased excitement about getting to visit Discord's realm. Just so I don't belabor the point, I felt her character was on point the entire episode. She was soft-spoken, but interested in time with her wildest and craziest friend. The thought of visiting his realm caused her concern only because she didn't want to pressure him for an invitation, or to make him feel obligated to host. With that small worry cleared up, Fluttershy is clearly excited at the thought of getting to see Discord in his own environment. Because, and here's another important point, Fluttershy feels safe with Discord. While wild chaos can be quite frightening, when you know and trust that said wild chaos is your friend, and while whatever it does may be quite surprising, even potentially alarming, knowing that it won't willingly hurt you, that it will even go out of its way to help you, takes the fear out of what could otherwise be a terrifying wildness, and rendering it a whole lot of fun. Fluttershy trusts Discord. Those two really do have a good and close friendship. Once again, kudos to Flutters for her reformation plan enacted in Keep Calm and Flutter On. Slowly but surely, her true friendship is having a transformative effect on Discord. Why, he even acknowledges it himself.
She makes us want to be a better Draconicus.
But here I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sure Discord would approve of that, and probably manifest such a saying quite literally. Anyway, Discord's never done anything like host a tea party for friends before, The novelty of it must be quite exciting, and a little overwhelming. And it's for his best friend, Fluttershy. Cue mind-blowing. And done. So much time, so little to do. No, wait, strike that, reverse it. While Discord could probably just snap his fingers and magic up everything he might wish, Discord also wants to do this right. It's important to him to make this a fun tea party for Flutters. It's also important to his inflated ego to make it the best tea party ever. So, after cleanup and talking to himself, it's off to do a bit of shopping. First, tea. Tea, by the way, is serious business. Oh sure, some might just call it an aromatic beverage, one prepared by pouring hot or boiling water over cured leaves of the Camellia sinensis, an evergreen shrub native to Asia. But this is a drink with a long history. Legend has it that tea was first discovered by the Chinese Emperor Shennong, a patron, some would say the god, of agriculture and medicine, in 2737 BC, when, so close to 5,000 years ago, owing to a decree that everyone in the land must boil their water before drinking it, for health and safety reasons, he wound up with a cup of boiled water into which a few dry leaves had blown. He enjoyed the taste and its restorative properties. Tea has been around a long time. It has been the center of many rituals and practices, one of which is the idea of the tea party, a gathering of friends for a light meal in the mid to late afternoon. Tea is drunk, various savory and sweet small dishes are consumed. I like me a good cream tea. Scones, clotted cream, and strawberry jam. Plus, of course, tea. I wonder, if Equestria has tea, does it also originate amid the Eastern unicorns that Twilight mentioned back in the Cutie map? You remember the great mage Meadowbrook and his enchanted items. It would be neat to get a look at an Asian style of unicorn, a Kyren pony. I feel like I'm drifting off topic. Where was I? Oh yes, Discord's getting tea. Love the tea shop and the china shop, love the new pony designs, and I love the conversations, which point to the driving conflict of this episode. A conflict that will ultimately be more internal than external. Discord's growing annoyance at the perception that he and Fluttershy shouldn't, perhaps even couldn't, be friends because they're so different is nicely summed up here.
You're friends with Fluttershy?
Yes, judgy clerk pony. Why is it such a surprise? Sure, she's on the quieter side, and I'm a bit, well, more showy. But I'll have you know we're besties, and that's why I need the best tea set.
Point to Discord, Clerk Pony was awfully judgy. But now it's off to the party store to get whatever else might be needed. And to improve it, of course. That's another consistent theme here. Discord doesn't just want to throw a good tea party, he wants to throw the best tea party. And boring old normal tea simply won't do. It must be wild and wonderful and magical. These additions to the lava lamp, transforming it into a mini volcano, so, still a lava lamp? Well, that was amusing. The whole bringing a piñata to life thing, though, that was more than a little disturbing, even if it set up one of the most amusing plays on words in the episode. Perhaps it's disturbing in part because it's clearly Pinkie Pie's voice in the thing. I suppose sneezing candy is better than having ponies beat it out of them. I mean, really, who would want to beat Pinkie Pie with a stick? Don't answer that. I rather like Pinkie. Ponies are for friendship, not for beatings. Anyway, on to the napkins, and speak of the pony, enter Pinkie Pie. She offers some excellent advice to Discord. Just make Fluttershy feel comfortable, and all will be well. It's not bad advice. There are likely some particularly mind-bending bits of chaos floating around Discord's place, which could potentially be harmful to Flutters. Those should be gotten rid of, or tucked away out of mind. But Discord, his thoughts move towards worry by the disbelief of the shop ponies he's been dealing with, fears that Fluttershy might not be comfortable with any chaos at all. Given the state of his living room...
Oh dear, that might be a problem.
Discord's worries come into clear focus, and here's where the conflict kicks into high gear. Discord's second-guessing himself. Technically, after bringing in the team, and prompting more than a few flashbacks to We Are Number One for me, this would be, sextuple guessing himself? Anyway, Discord is determined to remove all chaotic influences from his residence and his style before Fluttershy arrives. This, as they say, is a bad idea. Fluttershy, it has already been implied, can handle the chaos. She's friends with Discord, after all, not tolerate him because you have to, or frenemies, which is how many of his relationships with the main six started. And while there's been some progress there, honestly there's been quite a lot of progress there overall, but Fluttershy is a kind, caring, and supportive friend who genuinely likes Discord for who he is. When the prospect of getting to visit Discord's realm was first broached at the start of this episode, Fluttershy was genuinely excited. And here's Discord freaking out that his bachelor pad will be too much crazy for Flutters to handle, so he, himself, and the Hims redo it. All of it. To utter mundanity. And they do this using chaos magic. Oh, and I love the joke.
Pinatas hate bats.
Get it? Because you hit pinatas with sticks or baseball bats to shatter them and let all the candy out? Ah, look at me trying to explain a joke. But anyway, they top it off by effectively transforming Discord himself. Oh, I love the costume changes. First, a get-up that looked lifted from the pages of a Jane Austen novel, something Georgian or Regency era. Discord is Darcy. Next, a mid-90s rapper look, complete with sagging pants. Ugh. Third, a royal Tudor get-up a la King Henry VIII of England. And no, ultimately the Discords settle on transforming themselves into the Draconicus version of Mr. Rogers. This is all wrong. It's normal. It's...
Oh, quite strange. For the first time in my life, I don't feel quite strange. In fact, I feel completely normal.
Exactly. And now, enter Fluttershy.
I can't wait to see how... oh.
Is something amiss?
No, not at all. It's just not what I expected. It's quite lovely.
Please, have a seat.
Where is it?
Right here.
Oh.
Once again, exactly. Fluttershy wanted to spend time with her good friend Discord in Discord's home, having a nice tea, whatever that might mean given the chaotic nature of her friend. Normalcy isn't what she was expecting. Nor, as it turns out, is it healthy here. I'd been concerned about what the effects of using chaos magic to make everything so utterly normal might be. Turns out, it can be pretty unpleasant. Discord starts to vanish.
Of course! You're a creature of pure chaos! Being normal is destroying you!
Oh, how interesting. That reminds me of something I heard at the market today.
Stop it! Please! You need to go back to being your not normal self! Quick, Discord, do something chaotic before it's too late! Please!
Okay, sure, Flutters is right, but she's so sweetly adorable that I feel a sugar rush of awesomeness. How can any pony say no to that face? Only, Discord's already started to fade away too much, so it's up to Fluttershy to bring the chaos. Which she does. Beautifully, wonderfully, and in a way that shows she really gets Discord. And this prompts a conversation that they needed to have, one where Discord admits his fundamental insecurity about their friendship.
I was afraid that if you saw exactly how different we are, you wouldn't want to be friends anymore.
What? Why would you ever think that?
Because you and I don't make sense to any pony else.
That may be true, but we make sense to me. I never would have thought to make singing ginseng before I met you. But you've opened me up to so many more possibilities and impossibilities. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I like you because you're so different from me.
Game, set, and match. That was adorable. Good character growth for Discord, Fluttershy at her very best, and a friendship problem solved. All that's left now is to enjoy the party and catch some of those delicious-looking sandwiches. Well, regardless, this episode was a lot of fun, and a fine addition to Season 7. If you wish to see my full reaction to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 7, Episode 12, titled Discordant Harmony, the link, as I mentioned earlier, is in the description. Feel free to leave any comments or likes for that reaction here on this Afterthoughts review. And until next time, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.